69, dudes!
Sunday, we're leaving our camping abode, and John and I are continuing on because Lenny got a scratch, and the scratch scratched him out of the ride. So we're a two-man show now, leaving Bath, right? Is this Bath? Woodsville, Bath.
Bath is right there.
Yeah. So Fulton and Lisa were nice enough to let us stay in their nice home up here, which is really sweet. And now
we're up this way if you need anything. Lenny's got my phone number. You know, you can get it from him or whatever.
All right, Keith.
I'm usually here.
Thanks.
Thank you. Somewhere around.
Say hi to my viewers.
Hi, viewers.
Take care.
You too.
Oh, let's see if I can do this without spilling my fucking bike. Okay, Born Free Bikers, we're going to be hitting the section 6 of the Northeast BDR, and then up to section 7 and 8 to finish it up at Maine. So when we get on the trail, I'll bring you back on. I don't know if you can see the mountains in the distance. They're hazy, I think, from the wildfires that are out in Canada. Also, hate to say it, but I'm going to have to cut this trip short. I just checked out my front tire. This pavement's been eating up this dirt tire badly. It's going bald. And I don't want it popping on me on the trail. It's a Sunday, so I can't get it replaced. So Johnny's going to have to go on by himself. And I'm going to be heading home. Makes me sad because I really want to do this section. I didn't want to leave him alone, but he's not going to do any of the technical stuff, so he should be okay. He'll check in. So let's head on home. If there's anything interesting happens, I'll bring you guys back in. I'm out for now, Born Free Bikers. Peace. So yeah, as you can see, dirt or the seasonal. So please let me know if you enjoyed that content or not, or what you'd rather be seeing me do more. Rides that I do. It's coming up on fall, so I will be doing more of my one bite apple cider donuts reviews. I can't tell you, every time I get back on this bike, I always remember why I love it so much. Listen to her, she just burns. Has almost 30,000 miles on it. I've seen a lot of places, and just still going strong. Soon I'll be bringing you some content too from Tail of the Dragon, down at Tennessee, North Carolina border. Did that earlier in the season. It's a great ride with myself and Brandon. I'm going to bring you along for that. We got all sorts of stuff coming up still. Maybe moaning that the summer is finally gone, or it's waning days. We're coming into winter. We're not coming into winter. We got a lot of riding season left. Fall is a great time to ride. I love to ride that brisk air. So I have plenty of content to do that too. If you have any ideas of where you'd like to see me ride to this autumn, please comment below. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, like the videos. It'll help the algorithm that YouTube uses to push my content, so I can grow the channel and continue to do this work. So yeah, enjoy what little bit I have left here. I've got some video that John from OldmandRidings had taken when he was at Dirt Daze. I'm probably going to throw some of that in here, because he actually did some training. Put a little bit of that in. You can see how it was like for him to drive his big BMW 1200 GSA on a similar track that I took the beta out on. So sit back and enjoy.
BMW Riding Academy is right behind me. I didn't know they were going to show up.
Okay, 2 fingers. 2 fingers, there you go. No brakes at all. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay, hold it right there. No brakes. So that's our 0 point on this teeny tiny hill. Now out a little, in a little. Slow that down. Slow the motion down. There you go. So right there, you can see smooth engagement, just a little bit twitchy on the disengagement. Slow that down a little bit. Excellent, excellent. Go ahead.
Excellent, John. Excellent.
Excellent! Excellent!
Excellent adventure.
Going through the cones, going through the cones. I'm catching up, going through the cones. Missing the cones. That's fucked up. I did okay on that one.
The very next day.
Went down. There was a pickup truck coming down the hill. There was no room. I'm on the side of an embankment. They go to pull out and my frickin' slid right out from underneath me. But pretty technical here.
Party on, dude!
Woo! Gotta pick your line. Oh, this is freaking rocky. Oh my god. That's some steep stuff. Been years before I've done this. Working me out, baby. Whew. This is freaking awesome. I'm having a ball.
Party on, dude.
Even though I fell down in the gully. You want to stay to the right. Woo woo woo!
No way.
Dude, this is like, I'm having a fucking awesome time.
So you can see John had fun in his group on the Dirt Daze. That's a big bike. That's a 1200 GSA. It's a lot of weight, even though it's kind of low with those opposing twin cylinders on the bottom. There's still a lot of gas weight up top. So he did a good job getting through those trails. Right now we're coming into the University of New Hampshire. And believe it or not, it's a Saturday, which should be a football day, but I guess they are having an away game today. And I don't know how the UNH Wildcats are doing this year. They normally have a pretty good football team. But we're going to come through here, through the center of Durham, and through the campus of the University of New Hampshire. I think I've taken you here before. UNH is actually one of 3 schools that makes up the university system of New Hampshire. The other 2 schools is, I think, a teacher's college. That's in Keene. I believe that's still a teacher's college. It's in the western part of the state. We've been through there before. And the third one is Plymouth State College. That is up north. It is near the Kangamangas Highway. Now it's a little bit further north. And we've just recently been through there. And we'll be going through it again in the near future. So stand by. I think that pretty much covers the whole university system of New Hampshire. UNH was founded in 1866 as the New Hampshire College of Agriculture and the Mechanic Arts. It was one of the earliest land-grant institutions established to serve the sons and daughters of farming and laboring families. Not so much anymore. Student population is varied here now, and there's about 15,000 kids, I believe, that come to this school. And they're from all walks of life, both in-state, but it's getting kind of expensive. You'll see how much here in a minute. And, of course, a lot of out-of-state, and they get a heck of a lot more money from out-of-state students. So I don't know what the ratio is. I'm sure you could look that up. But you can see we're coming into the downtown Durham area here now. The campus is kind of spread out around it. Downtown's pretty quaint. A lot of good little local shops, coffee shops, hamburger shops, taco shops, you name it. I'll bring you around the backside because it's a one-way town coming through the main street. Then you kind of circle around on the back part of the campus here, where there are more shops and little restaurants to eat at. You can see they've changed the parking around here. This used to be a 2-lane roadway at one time, both going in the same direction. But they've changed all that so they can add more parking spaces and slow traffic down, I believe. And just like that, we've come back around to Main Street. Across the way here is student housing, a couple halls, I don't remember the names of them. And there's more parking and etc. because parking is always a premium. They get a good amount of money for the students to be able to park for their parking permits. And if you don't have one, believe me, they will catch you quickly. But yeah, it's a nice, quaint little downtown. It's a good place to come and support your local merchant. It doesn't matter where you go. It's always people that don't like motorcyclists. You can see this guy in front of me. He goes like a rocket ship because he doesn't like the fact that a biker's behind him. Who can figure people out? Good luck to you, buddy. Have a great day. Okay, after a short 30-minute ride, I don't know how far we went, it wasn't that far, but we got up to good operating temperature, so now when we stop, we'll be able to check the oil. We'll check it at hot temp, which is what you should be doing, to make sure that it's at the proper level, or at least within the safe level, when we do our trip in a couple days. And as you can see here, it's just below the halfway mark. So that's perfect. It'll be perfectly good for when we go to Virginia. Once I get to Virginia, I'll check it again, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If not, I'll top it off with a little bit of synthetic Screaming Eagle oil that I use. Unnecessarily worn anywhere. Ditto for the brakes, but the brakes have just been replaced not that long ago. Then we'll move on and we'll check the rear brake and the front brake. I'm a front brake guy, so as you'll see from this, my front brakes, which I just replaced not that long ago, about halfway worn since June, because I tend to use them more. But they both look in good shape, so let's move on. Next up, tires. My back tires, you see here, is getting a little thin. But I think I got one good 2,000 mile trip back that I left in her, so we're gonna disregard that little tread design there. Look at the sidewalls and see that all is safe and secure. There's no cracks, no weathering. This tire is good for this trip. We'll take a glance at the belt here. Make sure there's no cracks in the belt. Make sure it's not stretched anywhere, any dings. Make sure that it's not loose. We'll check it a little bit, see if it's tight. I tell you, that belt system's awesome. Never had a problem. It's looking good. So from there, we'll go over to the front tire. The front tire is looking pretty good, actually. Yeah, this tire might as well be brand new. It's got a lot of life left into it. So I'll also go along and I'll check to make sure these spokes are all tight. You can do that by a sound test. But if you remember right, this particular rim I bent with less than 600 miles on the bike when it was brand new. Pothole bit me. So I want to make sure that it's still good. And then finally we'll check for tire pressure. Check the front tire first here. All seems solid on it. And then when you look at it, we're sitting at about 32 PSI. Normally I like to keep it at 36. So I'll check it again when it's cold. And if I have to, the first fuel stop, I'll put some more air in it. Next up is the rear tire pressure. I think the manual may call for 36 PSI, 33 to 36, I don't know. But I tend to run it a little hot, so 40 is good. And here we're looking at 42. So this rear tire is good to go. So next up, Virginia bound in 2 days. See you down the road, Born Free bikers.